FACEIT has finally been added to Overwatch 2, and alongside its addition, there's now a plethora of matchmaking options available for everyone across all ranks to scratch their competitive itch. For those of you that are not familiar with FACEIT, it's a third-party matchmaking service that has services primarily for Counter-Strike, while also having made leagues for CS as well as other games like Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege. My previous experience with FACEIT was through Counter-Strike, and I adored the system there even though admittedly I wasn't the best at the game and definitely lost more than I had won. Seeing it move over to Overwatch 2 was something that I was immediately on board with, especially after having the knowledge of the closed FPL trials that happened in Overwatch sometime between 2017 and maybe 2018. And FPL being a league dedicated to the absolute best of the best facing off against one another. One of the many things that I can praise about this implementation of FACEIT into Overwatch 2 is the variety of options that they've provided alongside it. 6 daily tournaments that run every single day of the week, and a larger weekly tournament that starts every Friday and throughout the weekend with higher stakes involved. All of this combined with the OWCS Open qualifiers, which I will also be playing in. After playing a couple of daily tournaments with friends and a weekly with a team, I have almost nothing but praise for the entire FACEIT system in Overwatch and how easily it's transferred over. Even for someone completely new to playing Overwatch in an organised competitive environment, it honestly couldn't be much easier to get a team together to sign up for a tournament, and I couldn't recommend doing it any more than I can right now. You add some friends, go to a tournament that catches your eye, hit the big join tournament button, and that's all there is to it. The website and client are fairly easy to navigate and use, and with the large variety of tournament options being placed right in front of you after linking your Battle.net account to your FACEIT, it's great at incentivizing people to keep playing, with the fact that you get to see updates after every game for where you're ranked within your country as well as even the world. Pairing this with the ability to earn FACEIT points and buy things such as gift cards and skins, it's going to motivate a new group of players to grind the ranked ladder in not only the regular game but in FACEIT as well. To get into some more specific points, the speed that you can get into games is honestly quite daunting to deal with at first, because going from competitive queue times that are potentially hitting the 10-minute mark, especially at the rank I'm at, to near enough instant matchups being made, it's quite the change to deal with honestly. It's both a blessing and a curse, as sure you're getting into games quicker, but when you're playing something like 5 games back to back to back, and these games are reasonably long in length, you get immediately matched up into your next game with no downtime whatsoever, leaving you with no time to get some water or anything. The only time that you'd get to leave your PC is during the map and server veto process, and if you're marked as the captain of your team, you can't even leave during this part either, because you have to pick and ban the maps that your team is playing. But with that negative point aside, the Streamlabs map selection process is something that I am a huge fan of. There are teams that I've played against before that would happily spend 10 minutes to hyper-analyze every single option for each of their potential map picks, what my team would be good at and what they'd be bad at, and every other potential option under the sun just to end up picking the map that we knew they'd pick anyway. Limiting the selection time to a pool of 4 maps at maximum and only 3 minutes to decide a pick or ban speeds up the process a lot, and being able to ban the servers used as well forces the players to find a middle ground for the ping that they'll be playing on, with the options being the Netherlands, Finland or Qatar in Europe where I'm playing from. There are a couple of extra things that I'd like to see added into Overwatch with this introduction of FACEIT though, with the anti-cheat being one of them. Cheating in Overwatch has been a problem for mainly the higher ranks for a while now, and being able to shut down any potential chances and concerns of running into people that could be doing so would be nice. I'm not saying that it'd fix the problem by any means, but it'd be nice to have some peace of mind over it potentially being a thing to run into. The other thing that I'd love to see would be a reintroduction of FPL that I mentioned earlier, even if it was only for a trial period. I would love to see a type of solo or duo queue matchmaking experience in FACEIT that's dedicated to those that always want to be up against the best players available. After knowing that it was tested by pro players for a time a few years ago, it's something that honestly I really wanted to try myself to see how it was. There's always a chance that it'd never happen again because Blizzard doesn't want to take away from like the primary matchmaking experience, which is entirely fair on their point, but it's something that I'll always be asking for until I end up getting to experience it myself. What are your opinions of FACEIT so far? Anything that you want to add or take away? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're here, YouTube's all-powerful algorithm is recommending a video to you right now that it knows you'll love, so stay with us and check it out right here.